70 Broward, Sky 470. Can we have this for our next hit? You can also see those, they got side swiped, or they side swiped somebody there too. All right, if you do your orbit now on that, in the back seat on that vehicle on the driver's side, there's it. Yeah, right? Yeah, somebody from inside the car made the call that they've been shot. Alrighty, that's great. Thanks. I appreciate it. Well, maybe. Is that a middle of the window there? Hang on. There's a bullet hole. Aha. Alrighty, if you're good here, we'll do this, and then I'll do. You can just do the right pedal, and we'll take a look that way. Okay? That was a hike and a half there. Alrighty. Yeah, the initial call said that there were two people in a vehicle, or at least two people on I-95, the roadway here, Southwest 18th, which is up in Boca Raton, northbound, when there were shots fired. We've got some video, I believe, we're going to be able to look at. Let's go ahead and do that right away. And it's going to be a black SUV that is parked just north of the scene here, pulled off the side of the road. One of the doors is open. We did an orbit around the vehicle, and we could tell that the passenger side window had been shot out, okay? So let's come back out to our live picture, and now we're going to show you the other vehicle that was involved here. We'll do this very quickly here. That's the white transport van right there. And just to the right of the right front window there, You might see a little dot in the paint job there above the handle. That's a bullet hole in that vehicle. There's a person that's just been kind of wandering around here off the side of the roadway, waiting to, whether he's a witness or who he is exactly, we're not 100% sure, but he's here on the scene. And then we've got this stretch of roadway here all the way back from this area here, which is about 1.5 miles or so from Hillsboro Boulevard. And we're going to zoom past the southbound traffic here and show you the northbound traffic right in this area right here. All right, the roadway is closed. Road rangers have the roadway blocked, so if you're coming north, you're going to have to exit at the Hillsboro exit there. And the backup, as far as we can tell with our telemetry that we're getting from the helicopter here, is back past Sample Road coming northbound. So obviously, I-95 is a mess at this hour. If you know somebody that normally uses the road that's not on it, tell them to stay off it. That's our story here in Skyforce HD. I'm Ralph Ray, reporting live. Okay, man, see you. 70 Broward, Skyforce 70. Anybody here? All right. 70 Broward, Skyforce 70. All right, we'll talk to you later. We're going to give you some shots of the traffic on the way home if they're recording, okay? All right, we do want to follow the I-South just for a mile or two, and then we'll get out of there. Well, we'll use the camera to do that because we want to stay out of Pompano's airspace and out of Executive's airspace if we can. All righty, you can go. You don't have to. You can whatever leisure. Yes, sir. We're done. Just want to see the roadway on the way back for a little while. Broward, Skyforce 70. All the way down to exited. Yeah, big traffic slowdown because of this. There was a call that went out around just before 5 o'clock of some shots being fired on the highway here, I-95 northbound. You see the sign, it says Palmetto Park Road is a mile north of us. It's actually right there, southwest 18th Street is the overpass there. There's a vehicle that stopped here. We believe this was a person that was a witness driving this box truck here. And then on the other side of the bridge going northbound, there's going to be a black SUV. We did a circle around that, orbited around it, and the driver's passenger side window, front window, has been shot out. We understand that there were 2 people that were involved, and those 2 people were transported to the hospital, possibly with gunshot wounds, just a short time ago. I believe Florida Highway Patrol is taking the lead on this incident, and because of this shooting that occurred, the roadway northbound is closed, and it's closed all the way back. I'm going to show you here. There's two road closures here, and I know that looks a little busy with the graphic there, but you're going to see right there the Florida Highway Patrol and road rangers are getting everybody to exit right there at Hillsboro. You got to get off at Hillsboro going northbound and then work your way to the side streets to get around this incident, and the traffic is backed up 4 miles. That's our story here in Skyforce HD. I'm Ralph Red reporting live.
Thank you. You as well. Evans, page 2.
Ms. Evans, come on up, please.
I think
Approaching Judge May.
counts 1 and 2 are attempt.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, I don't think this is an attempted murder charge. I mean, I understand that perhaps the state is going to argue it or the police think it is, but this is a person with no prior record. It looks like a altercation on the road. She's claiming self-defense. We'd ask the court not to find probable cause for attempted murder.
Well, Judge, she can claim whatever she wants, and that's an affirmative defense, and the defense is free to proceed with that. And I don't know what a prior record has to do with whether there's probable cause for attempted murder. Your Honor, I understand what she claimed. But by her own admission, she had her gun on the passenger seat with the safety on. This wasn't some act that happened in an instant. This was an ongoing situation where, by the way, I just want to know, there's nothing to indicate that this person was trying to drive into her. It was her reckless driving that created the dynamic that caused those cars to come together. If this person was trying to run her off the road, why would, after he was shot, didn't realize it, pull his car over, go to her car to see if she's okay, to which she threatened him with the gun again. So, but going back, she takes her gun off the passenger seat, she turns the safety off, and the detective asked her probably the most reasonable question. If you were that concerned, why didn't you just honk your horn? To which she said, well, I didn't think of it. But she had time to think, to reach for the gun, turn the safety off, point and shoot the victim in the temple or above the temple. Your Honor, there is evidence that she acted with intent. And even if it's momentary, before she pulled the trigger, there was a premeditated intent, Your Honor. And the gun was, he got shot in the head. So that's where the gun was pointed.
All right. Okay.
Judge, I think the court, she's a female on the roadways of Broward County. The roadways of Broward County are a dangerous place. For a female to be driving, I don't think it's unreasonable. What she's asserting, which is that she's in fear herself.
By her own admission, she cut him off because she doesn't like people that don't drive fast enough in the fast lane. Cut him off when her driving created this, causing his car to go into hers, and then to claim she decided to just shoot on I-95 in the afternoon in South Florida. And also, I don't know, I mean, that seems a bit sexist to say because she's a woman. A man can't be in fear. She's the one that shot, not him.
All right, folks. Miss Evans, you are charged with 1 count attempted premeditated murder, 1 count attempted murder while engaged in a certain felony offense, discharging a firearm from a vehicle, and then count 4 is missile into dwelling, vehicle, building, or aircraft. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I have heard argument from counsel. The court does find probable cause for the charges. I'm going to hear from the state first, and then we'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask that she be held no bond on counts 1 and 2, 50,000 each on 3 and 4, no victim contact, no firearms, weapons, or ammunition, and no driving until further order of the court. This began with her reckless behavior. It then continued with her intentional violent act on a highway in South Florida. Fortunately, she didn't kill this man. He had to be brought trauma alerted to the hospital. He seems to be okay. Fortunately, the passenger in his car wasn't hurt. Fortunately, the victim was able to pull over safely, didn't lose control of his car, possibly hit another car, because I would note he was driving a box truck. The amount of serious bodily injury and harm that could have been caused it's significant, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, Mr. Romero, let me hear from you, sir.
Judge, I understand the allegations are serious. I did speak to Ms. Evans and I did advise her the charges before her are serious. Now, Judge, one thing she did tell me is she has no prior criminal history. She's 26 years old, been living her whole life, brought up here, works here. She's been with Amazon for approximately 8 years now. She lives in Delray by herself. Now, Judge, my colleague did touch on a couple of things that Ms. Evans did want to bring to this court's attention. Judge, from what she was advising me, Judge, she was in fear. She really felt fear for her life, and which resulted in the actions which she did in order to defend herself. My understanding, Judge, and speaking to her, she was being followed by these 2 male individuals. She's a single female, and she felt threatened. She thought her life was in danger, and that's why she took the actions that she did in order to defend herself. Judge, at this time, I just asked the court. I know that the state is asking for her to be held no bond, but she has no prior criminal history. I believe there are release conditions in place the court can impose to assure, 1, safety of community and her presence in court. 1, Judge, as far as putting her on a level 2 pretrial, we would know where she is constantly. Level 2 would assure her that she's basically at home. If she's not at home, at work. Judge, as far as the special condition, as far as no driving, that will ensure that basically she's not on the road. In a position of no victim contact, GPS monitor will ensure that she comes nowhere close to the alleged victim. A condition as far as no weapons of any kind. A judge would ensure that she would be unarmed, have no weapons whatsoever. This would still allow her to fight this case from the outside. She's wanting to have her day in court. We are asking at this time for the court to consider a $15,000 bond reference count 1, $15,000 bond reference count 2, $5,000 bond reference count 3, $5,000 bond on count 4. We're requesting a total of $40,000 bond with level 2 pretrial for Ms. Evans.
State, any response briefly?
Very briefly, Your Honor. She doesn't have any history. My concern is, and you can take the car away, you can take the gun away, but if this is an example of the judgment she's exercising, then she poses a significant risk to the community.
Okay, all right. All right, Ms. Evans, at this time, you may or may not have defenses to this, but that's something that's going to have to be fleshed out at a later date. I am going to hold you without bond on counts 1 and 2. On counts 3 and 4, bond will be $50,000 per count. I am ordering no victim contact. You're not to possess, own, or come in any contact with any firearms, weapons, or ammunition. And I am ordering no driving until further order of the court.
Judge, I'm going to be invoking Ms. Evans' right to remain silent and not be questioned by law enforcement.
I'll note that on the findings in order. Do you need any other orders?
That is it for right now, Judge.
Okay, all right. Wilson?
Judge, pursuant to my conversation, I'm waiving his appearance.
Court does find probable cause. It's a felony, no bond, out of state hold. Little John, page 3.